Morning. Today is Tuesday, August 4th, and your President Donald Trump is waking up at the White House. He has a very jam-packed schedule today, so I'm going to go full green screen. At 8 a.m. this morning, he will be beginning his executive time. At 10 o'clock today, he will be greeting the Penn State Nittany Lions 2026 NCAA Wrestling National Champions. At 12 o'clock, he will be participating in a policy meeting. At 1 o'clock, he will be participating in a swearing-in ceremony for the Director of National Intelligence in the Oval Office. And then at some point this afternoon, he is headed to Las Vegas and eventually to Los Angeles. At 9:30 today, he will be participating in an RNC roundtable. And then at 10 o'clock today, he'll be participating in an RNC reception. Around the Twitter sphere, election auditor says over 200,000 votes cast in New York City mayoral election are suspicious. And then we find out that Mamdani's margin of victory in the New York mayoral race was 207,570. The amount of votes in question per the audit is 228,000. Florida Attorney General James Uthmeier is warning Catholic schools they could lose access to state scholarship funding if they refuse to grant religious exemptions to student vaccination requirements, escalating a dispute over vaccine policy ahead of the new school year, according to a report. Montana is set to become the first U.S. state where companies can sell certain experimental drugs to consumers outside FDA approval pathways. Steve is sharing, in 2020, the science is settled. Trust the science. In 2022, sorry you lost your job for not trusting the science. In 2026, the science pleads the fifth. Libs of TikTok is sharing things Democrats support requiring ID for. New York City run grocery stores, Democratic campaign rallies, recycling in Connecticut, shoveling snow in New York City, Democratic candidate meet and greets, things Democrats don't support ID for, voting. Rand Paul is sharing, despite being a private citizen with no public health role, Bill Gates was involved in high-level COVID briefings and played a direct role in shaping America's pandemic response. Mark Levin said, whatever happened to the women's rights groups? It seems with the rise of Islamists and the abuse of women, they've all but disappeared. No marches, no press conferences, no congressional testimony, no bra burning. Where are they? Mark, they're at the WNBA games. Where else would they be? Yesterday, Governor Inslee of Washington said the fire in Spokane was from climate change. An arson suspect was just arrested last night. The Red Cross is now distributing free meals to thousands of illegal immigrants from third world countries who invaded the Spanish city of Ceuta. So it's a man-made disaster, and the Red Cross, of course, is showing up. Caitlin Collins was interviewing Francesca Hong, and she said, do you still believe that Thanksgiving should be canceled? And Hong said, I'm a chef, and one of the first meals that I made was for the community when I was 16, was a Thanksgiving meal. But Thanksgiving is also a time that's incredibly painful for many people in our communities. And so I think I wanted to make sure that people understood that there are multiple views, but views can evolve. And the position that I'm running for right now, and I think my background as a chef will actually help me become a better governor that's able to bring more people to the table. I don't know what being a chef has to do with being a governor, but that's quite the word salad she put together. Kamala Harris would be so proud of you. Senator Ron Wyden's report says Deutsche Bank failed to promptly flag over $250 million in suspicious Epstein-linked transactions, while Bank of America waited 5 to 7 years to report millions tied to Leon Black, including wires with no apparent lawful purpose. Anthony Fauci is now fearful for his life following new allegations that he helped create COVID-19 and misled the public during the pandemic, according to the Washington Post. Social distancing should help that, Dr. Fauci. New York health officials are reporting at least 3 probable cases of a rare bacterial illness on Long Island. I'm going to go ahead and go on the record and say I'm not playing your games anymore. Nope, not doing it. That's it for me for today. Y'all take care. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.